Hey guys, it's Melanie. I am so excited for today's video. You guys can see by the title, this is a knitting kind of a challenge video. So we've started off by grabbing all of our supplies and we're gonna head straight into the craft for today. Also, if you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Melanie. I love crafts and that's what we're doing today. So let's get on it. Guys, I can't get over this. Yarn is so expensive. I did have a successful run though. I was worried they weren't gonna have all the yarn that I need. I need apparently like 3 spools of it, and I was checking all the locations and they're like all sold out of it. So I had to drive super far to this Joann's, but it's okay because I got everything I need. Genuinely spent almost $50 on my supplies, but I am so excited for this sweater. So I have 4 giant spools of yarn and I can't wait to get home and start the actual knitting process. Hey guys, I want to show you my inspiration real quick. It's just this photo I saw on Pinterest. I don't know what it is recently, but I've really been into like fish. It sounds kind of weird, but like sardine ceramics, little fish vintage jewelry. This fish sweater spoke to me so hard and I want to make one that looks just like it. I also have been absolutely obsessed with the stitching. I have a recent video where I did a kind of similar sweater that has like very cool stitching all around it, but the main thing I want to accomplish with this whole video is learning how to like actually knit a sweater, really expand my knowledge of knitting. I've said this multiple times before, but I'm set on changing it. I am a crocheter. I think knitting is so much harder, but I'm convinced that if I get myself to keep practicing and love the pieces that I'm making, then maybe knitting can grow on me. I will be following this YouTube video, I'll link it below, on how to make a hand knit sweater just in the round. It's supposed to be pretty simple. Hey guys, so I have my tutorial here. I'm trying as hard as I can and follow directions well because I really want this sweater to turn out well. So I bought the same exact yarn that she recommended in the video, which is this Respun Thick and Quick 100% recycled polyester Lion brand yarn. She also wrote out the pattern and she's using 9mm or US 13 needles, which I am doing, but I only have one length because, as I said in my last video, I didn't know there were different lengths, which now it's like, duh, there are different lengths, but I don't even know what this is, like a 24 or something. So I'm just gonna have to make it work. We're just gonna jump right into it. So I am going to... We are apparently doing a long tail cast on. I don't know what that is. This is my first time doing it, but I'm just measuring out the amount of yarn I will need for it.
Slip knot counts as our, and we under the yarn around your thumb, over the...
I think I got the hang of it. This is only the beginning. This is just casting on. Oh, I feel like a wizard. Oh, I'm getting so quick at it. Watch me get cocky with this and I'm like doing it wrong. I wouldn't doubt it. Oh shoot. I think I'm supposed to be counting. Well, I'm supposed to go to 56. Now we have to connect this to make it into our collar. Figure out how to do that. Okay, this looks a little wonky and it's because my loop is not the right size. So I do this little hack thing. Hopefully it works. That's what I did last time I had to knit in the round. I'm gonna cut my tail. It's like too long and it's distracting me and I need markers or something. I don't even know if I have those, but I feel like I might, so... This is like my crocheting kit. I wonder if the crochet markers work. I don't see why they wouldn't. Now we're just ribbing it. So we're doing a knit and a purl until we go all the way around to make the ribbing for the collar. The issue here is, do I remember how to knit and purl? I'm not sure. Guys, I'm usually such a like watch on 2x speed, but for this I am watching on like 0.5 speed. I think I got this down. I should have done a practice round or something. Knit, purl, knit. I feel like I'm thinking way harder than you're supposed to be thinking for this. Guys, I should have just bought new needles. Okay guys, I finished my first round. I think I got it pretty much figured out, and I'm just supposed to do this for 6 more rounds until I get like the width of my collar, which seems simple enough. I just need to not lose track of when I'm knitting and when I'm purling. Not bad. What am I gonna watch? I think the answer is the original. Okay guys, it was time for me to switch some things up because 1, I was starting to sweat from knitting. 2, I cannot be stuck in those jeans much longer. I got the sweats on. And 3, I genuinely cannot stay in a slick back bun for more than like 2 hours because I have a sensitive scalp. This bun is awful. What the heck? But let's get on this collar. I'm so excited. I had this like urge to watch the Vampire Diaries, and apparently it's been taken off of everything. I'm watching the original. You know, let's try something new. I finished the 6 rows for the collar, and now I'm learning how to increase. I've never done this before. I've never really used like stitch markers and stuff either, so it's really interesting to learn, but hopefully get a little further on this sweater. Honestly though, this is going a lot faster than I thought it was going to, and I'm assuming it's because I'm using pretty wide needles and like chunky yarn. I'm kind of digging this knitting thing, so hopefully this works out for me. I finished the entire collar and I started learning how to do the increases and decreases, and I'm making like, I don't remember if it's called Reagan or Ralgan, basically the type of sweater where you knit it from like the top down. I have all the stitch markers that separate all of the different parts of it, like where the sleeves are gonna start and stuff, but honestly I'm still getting the hang of learning how to do like increases and decreases. That part's not really making sense to me, but I'm going to get as far as I can. But I did realize I do need a longer loop once I get to the body, so that's definitely gonna have to be my stopping point if I even make it that far. I ordered the new ones on Amazon and they're coming by tomorrow or something so that I can keep working on this. This is where I'm at now, and honestly I'm pretty happy with it. I feel like it's looking pretty good for my standards. Just on my toe. Hey guys, so I have a good amount done on the sweater. It's kind of hard to tell with the needles on it, but this is like the top part. I am just basically supposed to continue knitting until it's like long enough to cover the shoulders. I did need to switch this off onto a bigger hoop, so I was kind of stuck waiting for a little while because I ordered a new set of needles that should be a little bit longer. It low-key looks the same length. It looks exactly the same length. Did I make a mistake? I just took like a 10-minute pause to look at what I did, but I'm actually kind of an idiot. Bought this because I thought it was longer, but it literally is the same length as the one that I am using, so I need to return this. But I guess I'll just keep working with this. The stitches will just be a little more crowded, but like hopefully it won't be that big of a deal. My issue here is I am on a sweater timeline, so now I'm behind even more on my knitting. I also am injured, which makes me even slower at knitting. That being said, we're just gonna make do. I have 6 rows of increases and I'm supposed to make it to, I believe, 15 rows, and that's the point when you separate the arms from the body, so it should be like this long by then. Honestly, that's probably gonna take a little while. That means I'm not even halfway to that part. We're just gonna keep working on this, see how far we get today. Hey guys, so it has been a couple days. Today, as you can see, is a very cozy day for me. Also, I changed my bedding in my room a little bit. You guys it probably will be up on my channel already, but I did a little room makeover, hence why my bed is now green, which I'm still getting used to in terms of filming. But today is the best kind of day. I literally have no plans except for knitting and crocheting and reading, which is just like loving life right now. Let me give you a little sweater update. I have a tripod for a reason. You should see the way you're stacked on my phone right now. Hopefully stays up long enough for me to update you. This is where my sweater is at right now. I haven't, okay, I should count it. I should count it. But I think the last time I talked to you guys, it was when I like bought the wrong size needles. So I'm now just trying to like shove it onto these smaller ones. But I think it'll be fine. Hopefully, I don't know. It's definitely gotten longer. Let's do a little counting. So I have 36 across like the front and the back, and I'm basically supposed to continue increasing until I have 50. So I still kind of have a long ways to go, which is good. I did this update and made myself count because I put into perspective how much more knitting I need to be doing. Let's knit a bit more. We've made it a long ways. Since I'm on like the short hooks, you like literally can't tell what this is, but hopefully we will fix that issue right now. What I'm gonna do now is take the sleeve parts off of these needles, and I'm just going to thread it on some like scrap yarn, and then we're gonna start making the entire body. So I will show you a little update of what this is looking like when it's laid out flat. It kind of looks like a little cropped baby tee. We're just knitting rounds and rounds and rounds on the body until it is whatever length you want. So that's probably what I'm going to do for the rest of the day. And then I'll catch up with you guys once my sweater is as long as I like. But this is the fun part. It's like no more thinking. I'm going to lie here and let the knitting carry me. How far we got on our sweater with one ball of yarn. Ooh, I'm getting excited now that you can see the shape. So I got my second ball and we are going to connect them. And we're just gonna continue to do the same thing I've been doing. I watched a tutorial on how to do this. It like automatically weaves in the end. You just like overlap your new yarn with your old yarn and just start knitting as per usual, I think. I worked on this for a little bit last night and it's definitely getting longer. Can you tell? It's kind of up to me now how long I want it, but I think it's still a little cropped. I definitely don't want this sweater to be cropped. So I think I'm probably gonna do maybe like three to 5 more rounds, and then after that I'm adding ribbing at the bottom too, so that'll definitely add like 3 more inches and we'll be done with the bottom. The sleeve should be so much quicker. So once we do that, then we'll have a sweater and then we can add our design and then we'll just be done. But I'm gonna finish my movie and I'm gonna knit. I think my knitting technique has improved a lot from this project. It's made me love knitting so much more. I think this is as long as I want it to be because I have a really short torso. I'm gonna start doing the ribbing. It's like the same thing except instead of all knitting, I'm gonna knit and then purl. Then I'm gonna get this nice like matching this thing here. So guys, part of me cannot believe this, but I finished the body. This is wild to me. I've never made something like this before. Let's try this on. Oh my gosh, guys. I am in shock. Low-key, it even looks cute like this. I will admit this collar is kind of funky, or just like all of my ribbing low-key. I think it's like my spacing or something. Like I think I'm doing something kind of wrong. But for the most part, like not bad. All like the little oopsies parts of it are just like, oh, it's her first sweater. Let's knit some sleeves onto this. I think I'm finished with one sleeve. Absolutely do not recommend using circular hooks that are too big. It's been such a pain in the butt, but I don't want to go buy new ones right now, and I've already made it this far. We now have to learn how to decrease to make the little cuffs on the sleeve, and then once we do that, we just have to repeat the entire process for the second sleeve, obviously, and then we can start working on the design, which I feel like is gonna be so much fun. Hey guys, it's been a little while, but I've finished my sweater. I want to try this on right now. Time for the big reveal. Whoa. I mean, it's a sweater. Oh, I do think this collar looks a little funky. I think it's just too loose or something, but honestly, it's super comfy. I am going to start stitching on the design, which I'm really excited for. I honestly don't really have any rhyme or reason on how to do this. I'm gonna wing it a little bit as I do. So I just finished weaving in all of the ends. Now I'm gonna be taking this blue yarn to add all of the detailing. This is like the rewarding part at the end of all of my hard work. That can either make or break it, but hopefully it makes it. But honestly, if it looks bad, then I can also just remove it, and then I'll just have a plain white sweater, which I'm not mad about because your girl loves plain white sweaters. Let me pull up my inspo picture one more time. I grabbed a big crochet hook because I think, just based on looking at this, that's what I'm going to use to do the stitching. That's what it looks like in this picture. And I can't really tell, but I think I'm just gonna wing it. Let's do one of the sleeves first. It just seems like it kind of has a blanket stitch look to it. I'm doing it kind of like in between the ribbing. I finished doing the trim around the entire sweater. I think the pop of color is super cute. Honestly, even by itself, I think this would be adorable. So the last thing that we have to do is add the little fish design. We're just gonna go for it. I'm just gonna do, what are they called? Slip stitches. My goodness, guys, I cannot believe this. I finished my sweater. My fish are really fat, but honestly, I had a lot of fun like stitching these on, and I think they're kind of cute. I know fish probably aren't for everybody, but I'm really into them right now. Let's freaking try this on. Oh my god, look how stinking cute this is. Gosh, I can't believe I knit this myself. I'm proud. I will say that I taught myself how to knit, and I would give this craft a 10 out of freaking 10. I can't wait for the next sweater I'm gonna make. It is so cute. Can't stop smiling. Looks a little bit handmade, but I mean it is. But wow, I'm happy with this craft. Alright guys, that is it for this week's video. I just wanted to thank you so much for joining me on this little journey learning how to knit. I had so much fun, and I think I'm getting more and more convinced into becoming a knitter. So this is just a part of the journey. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, that it inspired you to make something new and fun this week. And if you guys want to see more crafting videos or more knitting videos, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and let me know that in the comments below. But other than that, thank you guys so much for joining me, and I will see you guys in next week's video. Bye guys.